guys, happy Wednesday to everybody. Wanted to pop on and make a video. I was watching Lynn from Little Foot Nursery's recent video. I think it's her most recent. No, I lie. Might be 2 videos ago where I believe the title was something like, is there a price that would make you want to sell your most loved reborn or silicone doll? Is there like a large enough price? And I just thought it was such a great topic because I've sort of talked about this in previous videos about Monroe because I have so many people that are interested in purchasing her that, I have this huge long list of people that would like to have the opportunity to adopt her if I were to, sell her. And so I just find this to be a really interesting topic, and Lynn brought up, very good points. And so I figured I'd revisit it. And also it gave me an opportunity to come on and say hello and share Monroe and what she's wearing today. And so, yeah, here we are. And it's just been really awful weather here. We've had severe thunderstorms last night. Like, we had hail that woke me up in the middle of the night, like hitting the side of our house. Like, it's been kind of really sticky, weird weather here. By tomorrow, I think it's supposed to be sunny and nice and warm as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But she is actually in this Jacquardie romper that is probably one of my all-time favorites, and it's kind of a classic little romper that I've had for years. So it's not from any current line. I don't think you'll be able to find it. You never know, I guess, on eBay or, things that might be used clothing. But this is actually probably one of the very first rompers that I purchased from Jacquardie, so that tells you how long I've had it. And it's just this beautiful pink romper with big white polka dots and then the frilly collar. It's very simple. It's actually back before they lined their rompers, so it's just one layer of like cotton. Now they line their rompers, and so you'll see that there's like 2 plies of fabric there. But this is still one of my very, very, very favorite outfits. And I honestly don't even remember if I've ever put Monroe in it. It always is up on my wall, hanging up over here. And you can see that's where it belongs. So that's where it lives. And I sometimes forget, once again, that I even have it. But yeah, so that's a really pretty little romper. I love it on her. It fits her beautifully. And that's back also when the 1 month size fit a little bit bigger. So this is actually more bloomy, bigger sizing, and they've now made them slightly smaller. So if I hold this romper up to a current line romper, this one is bigger. It's longer. So yeah, just to prove that I'm not crazy that their sizes are shrinking a little bit. And then she's got these really cute knitted sandals on. And these are the smallest newborn sandals I've been able to find. They're by Mebi, M-E-B-I. And they're just little knitted, light pink, teeny tiny. Like, these are truly, truly newborn size because they're not big on her whatsoever. So they're very accurate newborn sizing. So her feet fit properly in there and they're not like ginormous on her. I've yet to find any others from this brand, like in white. Like, I've had these for a few years. So that's also not something from a current line. Sorry. But I forgot that I had those as well, and I was going through looking for something that would go with this, and then I remembered I had those, and I pulled them out, and they just fit her feet perfectly. So very happy with her little outfit. It'll be perfect for tomorrow's weather. It's still like in the 70s here, but it's just very dark, weird storms moving through, just very humid as well. So still appropriate, but I like it when the sun's out. Makes me feel more like I'd want to put a little white Jacquardie sun hat on with it because that's what I would do. But there she is. So back to the actual reason why I was making the video, the topic of discussion, and that is there a set amount of money in my mind that would, make me want to sell, give up, Miss Monroe here? And the answer may surprise people. My answer might surprise people. But yes, there is an amount of money that would prompt me to want to sell her and let her go. So part of my mental thought process on something like this, even if it's a doll I absolutely love, she is truly like even though she's from an edition of baby, she's one of a kind. There's none other out there like her. There's none that look like her from the edition. Every edition baby every doll in the edition of the Dwayne Denia edition, they all look very different, especially the open-eyed edition. The open-eyed edition, every single one of the babies looks very unique to me. And so there's only one other baby girl in the Awake edition. That's Layla. That would be Miss Erica Jones' little girl. And then there's the one that was that Claire made as a one-of-a-kind bonus baby that she opened the eyes on the sleeper, essentially. So it's the sleeper face, but with the eyes open and peaky-eyed, which I also think she's adorable. She's also like a one-of-a-kind. So the rest of them are boys in the edition. Sorry about that, guys. Got a phone call right in the middle of that. So what I was saying is the rest of the edition are all boys. And as most of you know, I tend to migrate towards having girls in my collection. So she is technically, in my eyes, I think she's a one-of-a-kind baby. You can't find another one out there like her. You could try to have a reborn made to look similar, but to me, reborns are not, I'm not as bonded to a reborn, no matter how well weighted it is. It's the feeling of silicone, the movement of silicone, the weight of it, all of it is why I'm so connected to Monroe. She checks all of the boxes of the things that I love. So that being said, it would be a very big decision to decide to let go of her. Now it's coming up right on 2 years of me having this baby, and that is like a record amount of time for any doll in my nursery. I've never held on to one doll for that long, other than my very first reborn it's just a hideous little reborn that I'll never sell, and she's my first, so there's that. And then there's Amy Webb, which is a one-of-a-kind clay sculpted baby, which, she is not played with, she's not interacted with, she's just here. So for me, having a doll that I interact with on a regular basis and change and, enjoy and hold, 2 years is really record breaking. It's like I've never held on to a doll like that. And so, of course, in the back of my mind, I'm seeing other collectors that help this thought process in the back of my mind that, it'd be nice to have a new face in the nursery. But I'm not the type of collector that will start buying a bunch of dolls as well as keep the one I have. I have kind of a comfort level of how much money I want to have into my collection, and I'm very careful about maintaining that. And I also am a minimum 1 to 2 doll collector. I've got little Eloise as well, but like one high-end silicone baby, that's kind of where my comfort level as a collector is, period. It's just how I am. Some can understand that. Some might think I'm crazy. I've gone through the realms of having several dolls. It's not a comfort thing for me. It's just something that's, I don't know. It could be partially because I am, obsessive compulsive and need order and things. But for me, one doll to focus on is what makes me content. So it begs the question, it would be nice to see a new face in the nursery, right? That has been going through my mind a lot lately because I'm seeing other collectors changing out, selling, they're very much loved dolls. It's not that they don't love the dolls, but they're looking to have something new in their nursery, something new in their collection to look at. And I totally get that because it really has been kind of lingering in the back of my mind that, what would it be like if I let Monroe go to bring home a new face of some sort? And so it does make me think, if someone offered me the right amount of money, would I part with her? And the answer is really yes, if it were the right amount. Or I will say this much. I would much prefer to do, if I were to let her go, I'd be more apt to do it if I were trading for another doll that I loved or think that I would love. And that's actually worked out for me many times in the past where I have, traded one doll for another. Sometimes with money, sometimes without. It's how I've gotten a lot of my really, really most loved dolls, to be honest. It's kind of crazy, because you wouldn't think that, and I don't promote doing dolly trades, okay? I would only trade with people that I absolutely know and trust. So let me just get that out of the way. You know, doll trades are a tricky business, but it's also a really good alternative if you trust the person you're trading with. Like that, I mean, that should be, you know, unspoken and understood, but, you know, I just want to make sure you're aware. I've never done a doll trade with someone I didn't know fairly well, and that matters. You don't just do a doll trade, because then you'll end up with no doll if you don't know the person and can't guarantee who they are, if they really have the doll, and if they're scamming you, because it's scary out there to sell. It's also even more scary to think about trading unless you know the person. And so I would normally not promote trading a doll, but I will be honest, I really have acquired some of the very best dolls in my nursery by doing trades. Totally honest and truthful there. So that being said, like, yes, there's a dollar amount. Do I know the dollar amount that I would be willing to let her go? Not really. I would know it when it was offered to me, I guess, is how I would look at it. But like I said, if I saw a doll and wanted to trade, that would be the way I would probably prefer to go, because, you know, I'm not in it to you know, acquire money. That's not what I'm about. I want another doll. So the end goal isn't, you know, selling her to make money. Nope. The end goal is to find another doll that I would love and enjoy to have in my collection. And so hence why, like, the thought of doing a trade is actually something that would be kind of nice. But ultimately, it's just me thinking out loud. You know, would I let her go? Of course. Every doll, I think, truly, you know, for the right price, most of us would let them go. Even the very most loved and, you know, special dolls, I think if there was enough money offered, people would really seriously at least consider it. But it has to be a decent amount, I'll tell you that much. I won't lie, because I have to understand that, you know, if someone were to purchase this doll from me, I have to know that the chances of me ever seeing that doll again are slim to none. And I have to be okay with never having the doll again. So it has to be, you know, worth it financially for me to be like, okay, yeah, I'm okay with letting her go and knowing I'll probably never see her again, type of thing. So there are a lot of factors that kind of go into that. And that might sound crazy, but that's where my head goes. These are the things I think about, especially when you're so very attached to specific dolls. Like, I'm very attached to Monroe. I just am. There's no way around it. Clearly, she's been here for the length of time she has been. And she's very beautiful to me. Like, I know she's not for everybody. Not every collector out there goes, oh, wow, she's amazing. You know, but for me, she really is an amazing baby. And so I would, if I were to let her go, I'd want another amazing baby in her place, if that makes sense. And yeah, that's kind of where my head is at on that. I don't know. It's been bouncing around in my head, though. I think it's because I'm coming up on having her for 2 full years, which is just mind-boggling to me. I can't believe that we're almost at 2 years. It just blows my mind. And I still adore her just as much, actually more than when I first brought her home. So it's not because of a lack of love that I would even be thinking about this. It's more of the fact that, you know, I'm a collector. I collect things, and it's nice to, as much as you enjoy what you have, it's nice to have new things that come into the nursery and new things to come into your collection. And it's just something that I think about every once in a while, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. You know, sharing my thoughts with my friends out there, but yeah, that's what I think about that. So here she is one more time with her cute little outfit. She says, hello, aunties. I'm ready for summer weather. I hope you guys are having a great week. We're more than halfway through now. Hallelujah. And I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you all soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.